Hello everyone. Hello. As you guys know, I am doing a documentary series, so make sure to check out the video of the documentary series about what happened to me. Okay, very, very important. This series, there's multiple episodes. The episodes is probably like 45 minutes, so make sure to check it out. Okay. And look at the dragonflies, love them. So and the birds, you guys are going to see this, okay? And I'm going to show you guys every single thing that happened, okay? So what's happening is now, you guys, it was crazy, okay? Being out, I'll tell you guys, being homeless and being out on the street is very, very hard, okay? Especially when you do not have resources, especially when you do not know where to go, okay? Especially when you have nowhere to live. Okay, so around this time, it was November 1st, okay, October 31st was a very, very hard night, okay, for me. There was nowhere to go, okay? Imagine going outside with your boxes and you're walking around and you're looking for somewhere to go. You're trying to get back into the place you stay, okay? Because keep in mind, I was in the penthouse at this time, and there was a forced move out, okay? There was a forced signature of a move out when there was already 3 to 4 months paid for me. So I ended up on the street for a very, very long time, okay? And that's what was showing, okay? Not only was I a victim of abuse, not only was I a victim of domestic servitude, okay, in which they kept me as a hostage under a live camera because they said I owe money. They said a father figure, all these people owe a mother figure. I didn't owe any money to these people, okay? These were sex traffickers, and many of these sex traffickers were from Nigeria, okay? Very, very important. Or they were Nigerian born, and many of them were claiming to own castles and all of those things and mansions over there, and they do not. Okay, a lot of this land is mine, and you're going to find out all of it, really. So you're going to find out, okay, in multiple dimensions and countries. So I'm coming here to tell you guys what happened to me. This was due to a hate crime, okay? This was due to everyone around me was jealous. Everyone around me was jealous, okay? Every single person around me was jealous, okay? They walking around here saying I had a son or a child. Okay, I have no children, physically children that are on the earth here. This is what they're walking around here and saying, okay? They're saying that I have a mother walking around here that I do not know about. That is not true, okay? They're saying that I have a husband that I was divorced from or with. I was not married, okay? I'm not married. So they have all of these lies coming out about me, and it's for me to tell my story. Now, during this particular time, I remember, because you guys know my favorite movie is Alice in Wonderland. You guys know that. So I was reading this book. I would read this book called named Alice in Wonderland. I would read this book in the tub, okay? And these people will watch me. They will watch me in the tub. They will watch me everywhere. And they only watch me in order to hopefully get this inheritance transferred to them. There's women walking around calling themselves Marie, okay? That's one of my names. But I go by Deborah Marie Rodriguez. As you guys know, Marie is a name that that's very first name, okay? And so I told you guys that in the last live. So there were women going around with this name, okay, pretending to be me, opening businesses, saying that, using my identity and my information to open all of these things, okay? This is what was going on. And they found out who I really am, and that scared them and got them really jealous. So the goal was to take and hijack something from me, okay? Very, very important. There was no grandmother. There was no mother. They wanted to make it look like, oh, your grandmother died from schizophrenic. Oh, your grandmother was killed. Oh, your grandmother. It was my money that these people stole, okay? They were looking at me as this grandmother and mother. This was me, okay? Very, very important. But they wanted to hopefully die as me or bury their families as me in order to receive money or inheritance, land, etc. Blah, blah, blah. This was all from a hate crime. Okay, everything they did, this was all from a hate crime. And so I'm telling my story. I'm telling you guys, it was crazy. Okay, imagine coming out of and this is me talking as, it's very important that I say this. A lot of people are like, oh, you sound so mature. Well, who is this mother figure that they're calling a ghost, or this woman that they're calling a ghost that's connected to you? She was giving you problems. She was giving you, no. This was me. Okay, this was me that they did not think that was still alive after they did what they did. Okay, this is myself. There's no twin, there's no one walking on the side of me here, there's no crazy noises in my voice, in my head. This was me. And when I talk to you guys, you'll hear me say my higher self, okay, or younger self, okay, because sometimes in this particular spectrum and timeline that they were looking at with this intelligence realm, they were looking at on a spectrum of years. Okay, this is more mature. Let's say she's in her 40s now, she's in her 20s now. They were going down the line to see what happened, and many were going down the line to try and manipulate. So, oh, let's go to when she was 3 years old. Okay, yes, she had a mother. Who is this? We're going to take this, we're going to shift it around. You're going to be the mother, you're going to be. This is what they were doing. Okay, so this is very, very important. I'll go into it in depth, but this did not work. Okay, these people went as far as taking the lives of other people, okay, in order to hopefully think that my soul was going to leave and go to someone else. Okay, this is what they were constantly and obsessed with doing, okay, when it came to me. And this has something to do with money, riches, gold, land, okay, ships, all of this stuff. And what's happening is all of these people are doing exactly what I thought they were going to do. They're going, trying and put the names. People were signing the name, putting my name, and going do this, and traveling to other countries and saying, yes, I'm the mother. Yes, she's my daughter. Yes, I'm her brother. They were doing all of these things, and this was not correct. The inheritance was not supposed to be shared with anyone. I saw dreams of men trying to get me to marry them, to give them half of the inheritance. I never knew these guys. So how are you married to me and I don't know you? I've never met you. You never came in my face and put a marriage license with me. How are you going to marry me as another woman? They had me looking like I was a man with an older man in a wheelchair that I had never met, because these men wanted to be king. Okay, very, very important. So they had me looking like I was married or affiliated with their dads that's like 60s and 70s. It was a mess. So not only did I get on the street and have trauma already, these people brought past sex traffickers of men that watched me when I was a child through a mother figure that they saw me as. They brought all of those men back on the street. All of those spirits, all of those people came and stalked me around. Cars were driving by. I'm telling you, and I'm going to share that part of the story. People were coming by in their cars. They did not get out the car. They probably would get out the car, open the door, and whoever that was, whoever these people that were picking up would get in the car. Okay, they had me looking like an older woman. There's an older woman walking around still calling herself a mother, or still calling herself me. And these men are still dealing with this older woman, and they think that that's me, that they're still selling this around. Do you understand? Because they are obsessed. These people sold me to presidents and all of these people, these different people. Okay, and what's happening now is it's becoming an entire scandal. So yes, around this is November 1st. This time I was on the street, okay, standing at a bus post for hours. I would stand at the bus post until 12 a.m. in the morning. The trains would go by. I would just stand there. Okay, I would just stand there. And the thing is, they're so obsessed with me being someone. I don't know who this person is, TJ, or who this person. I am not a TJ. I am not dating a TJ. I am not with a TJ. Okay, I don't know who that is, to be honest, but that's actually a person that's involved in a sex trafficking case, believe it or not. And I've met a few of them with that name, but this is no one that I am with, and this is no one that I would ever be with. Okay, very, very important. But there is a woman or a guy who's obsessed with following me around, okay, with this particular name. I had a leasing agent by that name. Okay, I had a leasing agent by that name. That was some years ago. This is an African guy, all right? That was his nickname. But I found out in this investigation that there was other people that were going by that name that were actually following me and watching me around. Very, very important. Okay, and the goal is to make me look like I was with a particular man. I am not married to a Daniel. I do not have a security by the name of Daniel. Okay, I'm not dating a Daniel. But what these people did was they used the friends that I had, and they tried to come through the friends that I had, and they tried to ruin the friendships that I had. Okay, there was a friendship that I had, and her name was Veronica. They used her to pull a knife on me in my sleep. Yeah, she pulled a knife on me in my sleep. I would never talk to this person again. Not trying to be rude. So this is what they did. They had me looking like I was connected to someone that I never met. Okay, so there's someone going around with this name. There's a woman going around with this name pretending to be me. Okay, this is what I'm telling you. Pretending to be me, stealing my packages. Okay, this could be a person calling her, I don't know what she calling herself, but for some reason she feels like I'm her daughter. She feels like they're looking for me to find a hidden child. I'm 31 years old. Okay, yep, I'm 31 years old. When they did what they did to me, they started way over 31 years old. They started way years ago. This has been going on since birth. Okay, so there's people walking around. I have people calling me Stephanie, calling me all of these names, and these very names that they're calling me Brittany, they're calling me Stephanie, they're calling me B. All of these very people that they're calling me are involved in scandals and investigations. Do you understand what I'm saying? Situation here. Okay, this woman that just ran across here. Very, very important. These are men and women that are jealous, okay, that want to be me. Very, very important. There was a woman that wanted to be with, obviously she wants to be with whoever she think I'm with, okay, but very, very obsessed because now she's on the street. She's probably lost a child, okay. Confirmation. She's probably lost a child. And what's happening is, she thinks that I have something to do with her. Very, very important. All of these names are involved, okay? All of these names that are involved. There's a Dexter involved, okay? All of these people are involved. Very, very important. All of these people are involved. And what you see is, you see that there was a couple. There was a couple that was obsessed with being me. There was a couple obsessed with being me. All right. Very, very important. This is what we're seeing in this particular time. All right. So they're showing this is a live documentary that's happening. Okay. And in these timelines, they're showing that I have some type of child. Okay. I don't have a child that's walking around here. But this is what they're showing. Okay. This is what they're obsessed with showing, okay? And these women are walking in and they're entering into other apartments, stalking me around. I have people calling me their mothers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I had to go through this. So here I am, all of these people taking all of the opportunities, trying to see who I'm going to give this opportunity to. This is what they're waiting to, because I prophesied something specific to someone that was sitting in my identity, right? That's not happening. Everything that I've said regarding me and my life is null and void at this point. None of that is happening. They're not getting any of that, but they are still holding on to it. Imagine waking up and they think you have a 6-year-old kid, and the 6-year-old, they're like, oh, this is your kid, and you were not supposed to remember. That's what happened. Everything that I'm talking about, I'm not supposed to remember. Okay? I'm not supposed to remember any of this. I'm supposed to forget all of this. There was a man walking around talking about that he was this king and all of this, and the guy kept trying to put me on cocaine. All right, and I would not accept cocaine from him, and the guy got mad because I'm not sitting here strung out on drugs when all of the other women he got on cocaine or he got to try cocaine. Okay? Very, very important. Okay, so you have them stalking me around. All right, you have these people following me around, stalking me around. I'm telling you, it's crazy. what's happening at this point. So now on this point, let's say I'm homeless on the street. Yep. Had to stand in front of a metro rail. Had to stand in front of a metro rail until 12 a.m. Not only would I stand there until 12 a.m., no one would help me. Okay, I would go into buildings to sit in the buildings. They would reject me. They would look at me like a ghost. I remember going back into my apartment, and I remember trying to get back into my apartment as if it was not real. People laughed at me. I remember I was outside my apartment. There was a woman. What did she say? She said her name was Brittany. She was like, "Oh, you're not welcome here." And it almost like she was trying to kick me out. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, what? This is why when they were calling me, they were saying, oh, this is, all of these names. That was not me. You get what I'm saying? But God was showing me how many people were jealous of me and what I was doing in my life. Okay. These people wanted my spot. They wanted to be where I was at. They was too busy worrying about, they thought I was going to be with some guy that I'm not with. Very, very important, that I'm not with. This is who they thought I was going to be with. Okay, this is why everyone was going crazy, because they saw that I was going to be in a power couple situation, and everybody wanted to be number one. So currently now, climbing and going crazy, trying to be billionaires, working their tails off. I told you guys I'm worth trillions of dollars, and it's more than you think. I'm not on Forbes. They cannot put me on Forbes. My name is not Alice. I'm not any of these people that's sitting on Forbes. They cannot put me on Forbes. It's so much. They cannot say certain things. It's so much. So what's happening is we're watching in this documentary how all of these people are trying to go and put all these names and faces on all these other people, because they do not expect me to look like this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They do not expect me to look like this. So what I'm showing you guys, that first day was horrible. I stood there for hours. And then I got on the train, and then I would go back and forth downtown, and I would just stay on the train. I would stay at that train station, and I would charge my phone, and I would sleep at the bus stop, I remember. Because I could not believe that all of these people came up against me from being in a penthouse at 28 years old and then turning 29 the same year. They thought that this was the promise of what was supposed to happen, but found out every 10 years these people do something every 10 years when it comes to me. Okay, which I won't talk about that yet, but they do it every 10 years. And they expect me to come back as someone else every 10 years. And I come back as myself every time. Okay, but this time was very important. This time is this that happened. And this is why I'm telling my story. It's coming from my mouth. It's not coming from anyone else's mouth. It's coming from my mouth. Okay, but day one was hard. Okay, it was hard. Today is hard. Okay, and currently I'm looking for places to live. Currently you're going to see how I was rejected from many places. Okay, and I'll talk about that too on those particular days. I went into places. I remember going into one place trying to get jobs. I was rejected from jobs. I was rejected from housing. I remember this. I went to go look for a cleaning job. This lady sat here and talked to me about her marriage and how her marriage was so perfect, and told me, you know what she told me? She said, I don't think you're really homeless. I don't think you're really going through this. She declined me a cleaning job because she did not think that I was homeless. So she declined me a cleaning job, and I was very much well homeless. But see, they thought my soul was traveling in another woman that was still sitting here in her place. They declined me jobs, okay? They declined me jobs. They declined me housing. So I sat out there on the street, and this person that they were looking for, that everyone was talking about in the news and all, it was me. Okay? But I am not what they expected me to look like. They covered me in an article. Yep. They're going to have me in a whole nother article. Okay? Very, very important. And there's a man walking around obsessed. I don't know who this guy is that is walking around obsessed. The person that was in the article with me is not the person that I am with, okay? Or not the person I'm going to be with. There was an undercover agent walking outside that knew exactly what was going on with me, okay? So this is where they kept me. This is what I had to go through. Okay, people kicking down my doors, people trying to abuse me and all these different things. This is what you guys saw. You're going to see this in a whole nother realm about how these people not only stalked me, they came and they tried to kick down my doors. They came and they tried to give me issues. You're going to see how police were involved. Okay, how people would make calls and get the police to just come to my door out of nowhere to have me arrested. You're going to see how I got arrested on the street for no reason. How when I sat in a particular place, they wanted to bother me just to talk to me. Yep. You're going to see all of this, and you're going to see it in a different way. I'm going to talk to you guys about it and show you guys exactly what happened. Show you guys how I went to different places, and if I did not say I was their mother, they did not help me. They did not help me. You're going to see how they kidnapped me and how they did it, okay? How they did it and how they went to all of these other countries and said that they were affiliated with me. I'm going to tell you all of it, okay? I'm going to show you all of it and what they did, okay? And no, I'm not a guy walking around here. I'm not a guy. I'm a female. Very, very important. I was born a female. But they have me in all these other identities with all these people, and they think that because they have my identity somewhere, they think that that's where I'm at. No, I'm just here. Very, very important. So you're going to see this in this documentary that I'm going to show you guys. And it's mostly of me talking, showing you things. I'm probably going to show you my skincare routine. I'm probably going to show you all of that. I'm going to show you that. And my name is also not McDonald. Okay, that's not my name. There's a lot of property that I do own that I will not talk about. Okay, I talked to you guys about it's a record deal that I own, a record label that I own 100%. I've been owning it for years, okay, since I was a child. I talk about that too. Love McDonald's, okay, so you guys will see me go to McDonald's. You will see me go to Walmart, okay. I do not have any children from any of those establishments, but you guys will see me. I go to Walmart like almost every day. Okay, I go to Walmart so much. The private businesses that I go to and shop to, they try and get it in Walmart because they know I go to Walmart all the time. Okay, you see me going to McDonald's, okay, all the time. So yes, those are two establishments that I really love, and they've been trying to shut those places down for a very long time. Okay, so it's good to know that these establishments are on the rise. Okay, that makes me very, very happy to see that they're on the rise. McDonald's has sold out. Okay, very important. A lot of people are saying, oh, McDonald's is McDonald's is this and that. No, McDonald's has sold out. Okay, and there are certain places to where these people probably do different things in the restaurants to cause issues. But no, I've been going to McDonald's since I was a child. Okay, just saying. There's many healthy meals for other people and different things like that. But there's also a lot of healthy meals when it comes to McDonald's. Okay, so McDonald's, I used to be afraid of Ronald McDonald. Okay, believe it or not. I remember I saw Ronald McDonald for the first time that came to my school, and I used to be afraid of Ronald McDonald. I had to be like 3-4 years old, and then they gave me a cheeseburger, and I remember being happy, but they came to the school. Okay, so I remember that. I remember all of those memories. All right, so there's McDonald's. My favorite meal, the quarter pounder, has sold out. Okay, the quarter pounder and the double quarter pounder has sold out. Okay, when I sorted to get it, I was talking about McDonald's. I was posting about McDonald's, and it has sold out. Okay, so usually a lot of things that I post and talk about, they sell out. They do. They sell out. I get to other celebrities go and buy it, okay, and everybody's trying it, and all of a sudden it's sold out. Okay, and usually this is why I do not talk about many things, because when I talk about it and I go get it, all of a sudden I want to get it for myself, sold out. There's a skincare product that I finally got again that was almost sold out when I went there. Okay, so there's different things that I do not post. I do not post certain perfumes or different things because it's always sold out. So if I don't get, I mean, I do talk about it, but I know it's going to be sold out when I go in, talk about it and post it. But they're all products that I will most likely talk to you guys about and tell you guys. And I did talk about these products. They watched me in that penthouse. They saw products that I use, like La Roche-Posay and all of these other products, and I saw people get these products. Okay, and it was crazy. Okay, I saw people get these products, and I was like, hey, how did you know? You get what I'm saying? Really, really weird. You get what I'm saying? So those are things that I've had to go through. Okay, you're seeing in this documentary how every single thing that I wanted for myself, or I said that I wanted for myself, they would give it to someone else. You would see someone else get it. Okay, let's say the apartment was this, they would block me out the way and give it to someone else. Okay, and this is what you would see. All right, this is what you would see. So this is what you're going to see in this documentary. Okay, this is yeah, you're going to see all of this. You're going to see people driving in Benzes and all this stuff and stuff. I don't drive a Benz. You know, the car is nice. You're going to see how they stole a few Mercedes Benzes in my name. Okay, use my business name to steal cars and all of that. I talked about that. You guys are going to see that too. You're going to see all of it. Okay, you're going to see all of it. There's a woman walking around, and everything I feel like I do, she has to do, because I feel like that there's a daughter. Okay, let's say she's 29 years old. Let's say something happened to me at 29 years old. I'm actually 31 years old now, telling my story. So all of these people are wrong. But it happened to me. I was not supposed to make it to this particular age. All right. When I made it to this particular age, people went crazy. Okay. Because I was not supposed to make it to this particular age. It's not that I was not supposed to make it to 30. I was not supposed to make it to 31. Okay. Very, very important. When I made it to 31, the death certificate that they had, that they were using in my name, that they tried to change, and it was another person they took and they tried to use it as me. It was in void after that when I made it to 31. Okay. So they're trying to hide the fact that I made it to a particular age. Every year, every month, there's a hit on me right now. Okay, everywhere. Right now on the street, people are trying to take my life. Okay, so let's say you go age 29 and 31 at the same time in the same realm. That's what's happening. Okay, and that's what I'm telling you guys my story. Okay, from what actually happened. Very, very important. So even though I'm telling my story from a different perspective, it's me telling my story from a narrative perspective, okay? Showing you guys